over to you. I love it, everyone's got a beer Qingtao in their hand. I've had quite a few Qingtao, so I get a little bit more fruity as the night goes on. Over to you, Joseph.
Hello guys. Hello. Hey, what's up?
You ready?
Yeah, so my name's Joe. I'm actually here tonight representing Bigfoot Tour, and what we'd actually like to talk to you about this evening is a question we ask ourselves every single day. It baffles our mind, and that's, do you travel like local? We're going to use Hong Kong as an example this evening, and one of the first things we're going to look into sort of is your first perspectives, what happens when you come into a city, whether it's on a train or a plane, usually in Hong Kong. You see the big, beautiful buildings, the big, beautiful skylines, like all the photos that you see, of course, some outlying islands. And, well, it begs the question, does this represent the city that we live in and the people that, of course, live here? No, not really. It's the face. It's important to us, but there's so much more to what the city has to offer. Take this for example, it's Old Kai Tak Airport, yeah? Some of you may or may not know it. The locals in the area that lived here, they used to have a saying, if you stand on top of the roof and reach for the sky, you touch airplane wheels. Now, the thing is, the airport's gone. These people, their communities, the buildings, they still exist, and they almost represent a part of Hong Kong that's been forgotten in the past, which is a shame. It's why we believe in the details. This isn't just a tramp. It's a marketing tool that our celebrity tutors use to take our kids for a couple of hours every day, teach them stuff, or how to pass exams. Richard, the top dog, he makes 1.5 million US a year and drives a yellow Lamborghini. Pretty ridiculous, right? And it's why we use better examples like this. Pretty iconic, the lines on the HSBC, yeah? You guys ever taken the time to notice these beautiful holes in the side? Yes, they are bullet holes from World War II. There were gunfights in Central at one point between the Japanese and Commonwealth forces. And this is why we believe that we should never let these details slip between our fingers. It's why we take people from the murmurs of Mandarin you hear in your Chow Tai Fooks all across the city, up to the first, second, third, fourth, fifth floors, where local people live. You know, they shop, they work, and well, they love every single moment. Unfortunately, you know, these signs of wealth aren't exactly all you see in Hong Kong. We actually have a massive problem. We have one of the biggest gaps between the rich and poor across the world, on paper, between 27 different countries. The bottom half make about 9K a month, 33 for the top. And in Hong Kong, it's kind of ironic that you kind of see these two different groups in such close proximity living. And it kind of brings me on to my next question. I'll lighten it up, kind of. Who is unhappy with the space they have in their flat?
Yeah!
Yes, we all are, of course we are, and space is the biggest issue, right? It's understandable with the average family of 5 living in a space that's about a third or a quarter of this room alone, with your bathroom, with your kitchen. It's pretty easy to understand that this affects our life on a day-to-day basis, but the truly insane thing is, even afterwards it does. Are you guys aware that we're only allowed to be in the ground for 6 years? And one of the proposed solutions to this, check this out, it's a floating graveyard that sits in international waters. But of course, from time to time, it comes back into our city so we can pay tribute to our ancestors. Pretty radical change, right? But for all of us that live here, we know that change is a constant in Hong Kong. You know, this is something that really sets the pace of life for us. And in my opinion, probably agree with me, they're good and bad. So, the good one, the Hollywood Road Police Station, you guys familiar with it? Yeah, they're turning it into a giant art gallery to promote creativity, which is wicked. I'd love to see that in my hometown city. But, you know, as great as that is to see the difficult ones are very difficult to see, like watching our Dai Pai Dong owners struggle. New licensing laws are pushing them out. The good thing about the situation is you do still see them sort of sticking it to the man and protecting our heritage. My favourite thing is every Dai Pai Dong sort of has a story that ties a local person to it. But it's well, almost too common in Hong Kong to sort of turn random corners and we'll see common streets like this. This is Peel Street. And shacks are cool. You know what I'm talking about, the last guy, so I can't remember your name. The guy that runs this, his name's the Umbrella Man. You may or may not know him. He's important to the community. He's got a Guinness World Record for the world's most expensive umbrella. But he's struggling too because of these changes. And the beautiful thing about this situation is, and you don't see this enough in the world, the community around him, the residents chip in something small to help him out with his bills. The shop owners, they let him run this for free to help him with his rent. And they even sing him a few umbrellas from time to time. And this for me is iconic because it represents how people are sort of the essence of every city, whether it be the beautiful communities or the quirky people with their quirky jobs. And it brings me on to these ladies here. Some of you may recognize them. They hide away on the bridges in Causeway Bay. Yes, they are the infamous villain hitters. And for the right sum of money, they will literally cast your enemies for you. A little cutout copy and they'll slap them with an old shoe. Pretty sinister, right? In Hong Kong, though, you don't really need to only worry about these because they are the new crime syndicates, like these old guys. They will hustle you for all of your hard-earned cash. And they'll do that with their mad chess skills. 5 games, they challenge the public on a daily basis, and they are actually referred to as a crime syndicate, which is nutty. And these are the people that give our beautiful city character, which is fantastic. But of course, if that's not crazy enough for you, it's pretty standard that you turn the corner and see a dog signing a petition. Fair play to the guy. He's standing up for his species, he's stopping them from being abused. I love animals, power to the people. But what he is doing is symbolic for Hong Kong people. We do a lot of things, sort of 3 really good things. Shopping, eating, and goddamn protesting. You know, that's why this is important.
Yeah!
500,000 people took to the street and stopped anti-subversion laws, which basically get us with our freedom of speech. Not only is this the way we voice our opinion, but our identity. We are not the forgotten children of the British. We are most certainly not the adopted sons and daughters of the Chinese. We're Hong Kong peoples. All of us here, we're goddamn proud of that. And of course, when you do live a crazy life in the day of a local, it gets pretty stressful and you do need to wind down. Whether that's chilling out or canto popping with our 4 heavenly kings, jumping around in industrial straight to heavy metal music, or right here in Triple X, gonna get a shout from my drum and bass ravers.
Yeah! Woo!
Hello. Okay, so all of these things I kind of just went through. Attractions, history, shopping, hidden spots, issues, food, culture, people, politics, and of course the music. How much of your country do you really know? And it's why we want to kind of leave you with the question that we started with. But what we want, or hope for you guys to take from it, really is the same sense of wonder that it does for us every single day that we ask ourselves this question. Do you travel like a local? So I'd just like to say, hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you ask yourself this question wherever you go, and you get the insights that really open up what makes a country real. That's Ski and Eugene over there. They're also big dogs. And Bigfoot, thank you for your time. Take it easy.